Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here to give you another Monster Legends Fraternity Event Team Shop episode. So basically, we're going to talk about the new fraternity event that's out and all the new monsters that are out. And sadly, that's really all that there is. There's only monsters in this fraternity event. I can imagine a lot of people being really pissed. Uh, yeah, there's no runes this event, so I can't really say the first thing you need to get, the second thing you should get after, the first thing, always get the monsters you like and stuff like that. The second thing, I would always say, the first thing I'd say, if it's not like that, the very first thing I would say is to get runes, but there is no runes. So, yeah, people are probably going to be really mad about that. Now, okay, so I will say the very first monster you need to get, like the first very monster, like if you're just starting out, if you don't know what to get, if you have a 1.1k on you right now, you need to get General Ingvar. Uh, you need to get, honestly, you need this monster. You honestly need this monster. This is actually a required monster. I know it's weird to hear me say that. It would say, oh, why aren't you suggesting General Theites first? Well, if you don't have General Invarv, you need General Invarv. You need it. Trust me, you need it. It's very light. Like in terms of light monsters, it's very rare to have a light monster. It's like light and metal are basically the two monsters that are the hardest things to get. I mean, like in terms of legendary monsters, they're the hardest to get, or like the hardest to come by. You actually have to, if you don't have like a metal monster or a light monster, you have to spend gems on a light monster or a metal monster. You do need General Invarv. General Invarv is pretty relevant. You do need him. He's actually a really good light monster too, so that's a plus. He's in terms of defense, honestly he's the best defense monster. I have so much trouble fighting this thing in PvP because people shove either full life runes on it, and he just gets massive health regen. I mean, like he gets a lot back from his health regen, or like he's just too tanky to ever kill in one hit, and stuff like that. The second thing I will actually recommend you buy is Holters pets. I know it's weird, you guys probably haven't heard me actually recommend a pet for once. In terms of a fraternity event, nishants pet's out too. You can get him. That's also an option and stuff like that. But if you're good on dark monsters, honestly, if you're good on dark monsters, you don't need nishants pet. Nishant Pet is really good. It is still good, but if you're already good on Dark Monsters, you need to get Holters Pet, because Holters Pet is a very good defensive monster. He might not, I don't know how good he is on the attack, but he's he's a real pain on the offense. I mean, on the defense and stuff like that. I mean, like, dealing with him is not fun. He's basically, I think he's kind of like he might be, I don't know if he's a weak, he might be, I don't think, I can't really say he's a Hercule because he doesn't have the extra turn thing. But he's pretty strong. I will say he's pretty strong. He's got a 35% chance of not being affected by like a status effect. And if you're fighting things like Metalhead or something like that actually rely on, they don't rely on it, but like they like to wither down you with burns, or just stuff like that. If you could, like, you'll miss this chance to stun or burn or possess. This guy's really tanky and this guy's a pain. And he has even if you possess him, he has the chance of doing the weak shield move that gives him a big old, the weak hitting big shield move. So that's a plus. So he is kind of worth it. He's a really cool monster. Words. I might actually get him. uh, the so yeah, those are basically if you don't have a light monster, you don't have a middle monster, you need pretty much these two monsters. You need Invarv and you need Holter's Pet. Uh, Both are really extremely good defensive monsters, and in all honesty, if it's a light metal war, do these two. That it'll be, how long the match is gonna be if you on a defense, like if you're like, okay, the enemy's fighting you, you have the Holter's Pet and a General Invarv. One's a tank god, and the other is also a tank god, but also can heal tank gods. So yeah, you have two monsters that pretty much are a pain to deal with. In terms of attacking, like, people just usually suspect get it done in out and that's it. But if the team's really, really, really tanky, they can't burst down on the first hit. They can't do that. And if you have these two, it's very likely you may survive. It's just very likely. They're very tanky monsters. They'll at least, in all honesty, if it's like a common war and stuff like that, they'll lose a monster. I have times where I'm fighting two very bulky defensive team and stuff like that. I can't burst down the two legendary monsters, and like I lose my common because I can't kill them. I can't restrain them long enough. uh, So yeah, those are pretty good monsters. Uh, if you guys want, and if you want me to recommend any of the last stuff, I don't know. People really love Thetes. Thetes is okay. She's the queen of honestly. She's the queen. If Frostbite's the queen, king, she's the queen. Uh, Even though she's not as dangerous nowadays, I mean, obviously Frostbite is better, but people walk around more with 100 and, 5 and 15 or 10 Thetes, and it's just a pain to deal with. It's not fun to deal with at all. Atum, I guess if you don't have an Earth monster, you should get Atum. Atum is such a great Earth monster. It's pretty much a basic Earth legendary that everybody uses. Very, very common competitive Earth monster. Uh, and yeah, that's really like there's no runes to talk. I can't really talk about importance of runes and stuff like that because it's not there. Uh, yeah, so basically to wrap it up, I'm sorry this is such a short video because there's literally not much to talk about because like the cells are common, they're going to be there for the whole month and these things are only going to be out for a few days. Uh So yeah, this is basically it. So if you don't have Journal Invarv, pick up on Invarv. He's a very important. I mean, like he's one of the very few light monsters that are actually always available, or just well he's always been available, but now he's not anymore. So you do need a light monster. You do need to pick up on a light monster. It is pretty important. Uh, again, get the monsters you like. Obviously first, always do the things. I always suggest say that because honestly this is a game for fun and stuff like that. I'm just saying on a competitive note. Invarv is pretty important to pick up. Followed by Holters pet. He's a really tanky monster guy. He is so tanky. He is so tanky. Look at his set; is just really tanky. Although you can run to the argument he is slow. You could run a speed rune on a defensive set, or you could run just a straight up damage rune. You could still do damage and stuff like that. You could do that. He is also anti-Timeron. He has a 0 turn cooldown, 55 damage. I think it's either 55 or 50. Yeah, it's 55. It's a 55 damage move, I think. I think it's 55, yeah. But he is a good defensive monster. You might want to consider picking that up. I'm probably gonna pick him up. I think I can get the coin in that amount of days, hopefully. Oh, I would just like to say before the video ends to my teammates, my guildmates, I am going to get everyone 400 coins, so everybody enjoy that. It is a fraternity event. I usually, actually get 400 coins for my team, so do enjoy the coins. Do enjoy it. I love giving everyone coins. Think of it like an early Christmas present. But yeah, I'm Dib the Awesome, and I'll catch you guys later.